The Adventures of the Fortuitous Five, Episode 4, The Experimental Station of Doom. If you remember from last week's episode, the Fortuitous Five journeyed to interplanetary Detective Phineas Jones's Earth headquarters. Unfortunately, their newfound nemesis, Saucy Jack, arrived there first through some strange form of electro-portal, indistinguishable from the method of invasion used by the Venusians. The headquarters was ransacked and Phineas's Martian partner, James, was critically wounded. Saucy Jack took J.T. Price hostage, but he was inadvertently saved by Cody Byrne. Saucy Jack disappeared, and under Dr. Archimedes Jones's expert care, James was brought back from the brink of death. Just before James could reveal the mystery of the original Fortuitous Five, an explosion ripped through the valley below. As our story begins, we find our undaunted adventurers racing to the site of the enigmatic explosion.
Here, next to the station, there is an open field suitable for landing, Captain.
Good eye, Professor. Take her in, lads.
Captain! Just look at the experimental station. I've never seen anything like it.
It's like someone just sliced it cleanly in half with a knife.
Right you are, Mr. Byrne, but where is the other half?
Vaporized or transported away in one of those tears we keep seeing.
Very astute, Lady Turner. I dare say we will learn very little of what transpired here.
Quickly then, let's see what clues we can unearth.
There's something wrong with the ground here. It's all crunchy.
Look at the ground. It's filled with buried bones.
Dear Lord, we are standing in a Golgotha.
What?
Field of bones. A place of sacrifice. Keep the Dawnbringer ready, lads.
Aye, Captain!
Aye, Captain! This must be the sauce of Manitou's unsavory reputation, eh, Mr. Byrne?
I'm certainly getting that feeling, Doc. Hey, someone's there in the rubble.
Oh no. Is that...
It is, dear boy. Nikola Tesla. And he is dead.
No!
Good gods, Professor. What is that thing attached to his neck?
Disgusting.
I have never encountered anything like it. It appears to be some kind of parasitic organism. Alas, it is as dead as its host.
Mr. Price, what is it?
How do you mean?
I saw your face. You know what this is.
I have my suspicions.
Well, cousin, would you like to share them with the rest of us?
While I do not know its origins, I am aware of its purpose. The creature, informally known as a puppet master, is placed on the back of one's neck, and then one becomes a willing servant. Their mind lost to the one who controls the parasite.
And just how in the hell do you know that, Price?
Mr. Byrne, my area of expertise runs deeply into what some might call the unnatural.
My dear Fortuitous Five, were you not aware that our Mr. Price is a master of the occult?
I was not, Your Highness.
I was aware. Even when we were children, my cousin kept strange books and had his face buried in them. I remember one tome in particular. It never left his side. It seemed to consume him.
That is a story for another time.
But why keep it a secret?
No one bothered to ask.
Now look here, Price. I don't care.
That is quite enough. Price is hardly on trial here.
I dare say not. In fact, it is his understanding of the supernatural that we may begin to rely on, if this morning's troubles are any sort of indicator.
You are correct, Lady Turner.
Mr. Price, your hands, they're glowing.
What are you playing at, Price?
I require absolute silence.
But I'm just not...
Look at the parasite. It is glowing too.
I see it. Cousin, are you all right?
I conjured a connection to the puppet master's master. It was difficult due to the distance and the condition of the parasite's mortality.
Get to the point, Mr. Price.
Hey, go easy on him, Your Highness.
The connection traced to Mars.
Out of curiosity, is it not possible to continue this conversation back at the mountain? This place is setting my teeth on edge.
Now, James, tell us what this Fortuitous Five business is all about. I implore you.
Please, the suspense is killing me. Yet, as much as I would love for it to last forever, I have grown weary of being called fortuitous fools for no obvious reason.
Quite.
Please, sir?
Let the man speak.
Of course, the tale of the Fortuitous Five is starting almost 40 years ago, during time when our planets are finding each other and becoming friends. We were not friends at first, always with fighting we were.
I do not recall acrimony in our initial dealings with Mars.
I do not either. This is a strange news, James.
Ah, you are not even gleaming my darling Phineas' eye, JT, and you are in the short pants Archimedes.
But none of that.
Are you wanting story or no?
I apologize.
Sorry.
Thank you. 30 years ago, when we were first becoming friends, diplomacies fell to pieces, many misunderstandings. There were attacks on Terran and Martian installations, but no side would take blame. My darling Phineas, along with a handful of adventurers, soon got to bottom of problem.
Saucy Jack.
You are a bingo, Archimedes. The original Fortuitous Five defeated Mr. Saucy Big Pants and saved friendship for Mars and Terra.
But it appears that they did not utterly defeat that scoundrel.
You are on my nose, young boy.
I am on what?
Just roll with it, kid.
So, with the return of Saucy Jack, we are meant to take on the name of this Fortuitous Five and somehow defeat him?
It appears so, Lady Turner. Although I'm not going to hold anyone.
I'm in.
You what?
This sounds like terrific fun.
Fun? Maybe you are not fully comprehending horror Saucy Jack is full of.
Nonsense. How would I be expected to return to my dreary existence? Besides, I don't particularly enjoy being called a fool, and I find myself in a right mood to stick the pointy end of my rapier into that horrid devil.
You can count me in. If that sumbitch is capable of starting a war between planets, it's time tide to put him in the ground.
I will assist in any way I can. Professor?
Ugh. It should go without saying that I am set against this so-called Saucy Jack.
It is settled then. We are the Fortuitous Five.
The Fortuitous Five.
Do you have something to contribute, Captain?
As a matter of course I do. The Dawnbringer, at your service.
Huzzah!
To Mars, then!
Aye, cousin. To Mars.
And so, as we conclude this week's thrilling episode, the Fortuitous Five sets their course for the mysterious planet Mars. What strange sights will they encounter? What alien adventures will they undertake? Join us next week to find out in The Fortuitous Five and the Red Planet Rendezvous.